This is First Coast Math Clinic with Lesson 5, Finding the Greatest Common Factor, or GCF, a quick video from our Foundational Skills videos. So this is a quick 2-example video on finding the greatest common factor. If you want a more in-depth set of examples on finding the greatest common factor, you can check out the link for the video that's going to appear right now. All right, let's get into this. So we want to find the greatest common factor for 24 and 36. So we can create our factor tree for 24 and 36. So we have two even numbers. So the best value to start our factor tree with is 2. So we've got our prime number 2. So we could factor this into 2 and 12. Then we can do 2 and 6. Then we can do 2 and 3. So our factors for 24 are going to be our prime values here. Our prime factors, 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. And then 36, we could do 2 and 18. 18, we could do 2 and 9. So we're getting our prime numbers here, and we're circling those prime numbers. Then 9, we could do 3 and 3. So our prime factors for 36 are going to be 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. And we want to find our greatest common factor. So the largest value that is a common factor of 24 and 36. So what factors do these values have in common? Well, we've got a 2, a 2, and a 3, a 2, a 2, and a 3. So our greatest common factor is going to be 2 times 2 times 3, which is 12. So 24, that would be 12 times 2. And 36, that would be 12 times 3. Okay? All right, so let's get into another example. So for number 2, we've got 3 values, 15, 40, and 125. So let's factor 15. We could do 3 and 5. So we've got 2 prime numbers here. 40. Let's do 5 and 8. Then 8, we could do 2 and 4. Then 4, we could do 2 and 2. And then 125, we could do 5 and 25, and 25, we could do 5 and 5. So our factors for 15 are going to be 3 times 5. For 40 are going to be 5 times 8. And for 125 are going to be 5 times 25. So our GCF, greatest common factor. And actually, let me go back and look at how I wrote these, because I want to write out all of our prime values for 40 and 125. So we've got 5 times 2 times 2 times 2. And then 125, we've got 5 times 5, right? So I want to write all of our prime values and figure out what we have in common. And we've got a 5, a 5, and a 5. So our GCF is just going to be 5 for 15, 40, and 125. Okay. All right, so this is a quick 2-example video on finding the greatest common factor for using 2 values, and then a second example finding with 3 values. If you like this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. First Coast Math Clinic.